The Tale of the Earth Angel and the Demonic Witches. In a small, unassuming town nestled between rolling hills and dense forests, lived a man named Dan. He was no ordinary man. He was an earth angel, a light worker chosen by the divine to bring healing, love, and abundance to the world. His presence radiated a high vibrational energy that touched everyone he met. But Dan's journey was not without trials, for he lived in a town that was far from ordinary. It was a demonic town, a place where dark forces thrived, and wise witches and warlocks practiced their malevolent arts. Dan had always known he was different. From a young age, he could sense the pain of this and had an innate ability to heal wounds both physical and emotional. His ancestors whispered to him in dreams, guiding his steps and protecting him from harm. But as he grew older, he began to notice strange occurrences. People in the town would give his curious looks, as if they knew something he didn't. Some would offer his gifts a necklace, a ring, a small trinket, but he always felt a dark energy emanating from them. One day, Dan discovered the truth. The town was under the control of a secretive group of witches and warlocks who practiced dark magic. They were envious of his divine energy and sought to drain it for their own gain. These witches and warlocks had made pacts with demons, summoning them to do their bidding. They believed that by weakening Dan, they could steal his spiritual gifts and use them to amplify their own power. The leader of this dark coven was a man named Michael, a witch who had long since abandoned his humanity in pursuit of power. Michael had once been a healer like Dan, but he had turned to dark magic when he grew impatient with the slow, natural flow of divine blessings. He believed that magic was the key to controlling his destiny, and he had no qualms about using it to harm others. Michael and his coven began to target Dan. They cast spells to isolate him, spreading rumors that he was dangerous, that his healing powers were a curse. They sent demons to haunt his dreams and cursed objects to his doorstep, hoping to create a spiritual attachment that would drain his energy. But Dan was not alone. His ancestors and the Archangel Michael stood by his side, shielding him from harm. Whenever the witch's spells came close to breaking his defenses, a powerful light would surge around his, repelling the darkness. One night, as Dan meditated under the light of the full moon, he received a vision. He saw the witches gathered in a hidden chamber beneath the town, performing a ritual to summon a powerful demon. The demon's task was simple: to break Dan's divine protection and steal his energy. But the vision also showed his something else, a truth that the witches had forgotten. The more they relied on dark magic, the more they weakened their own souls. Their power was an illusion, a temporary fix that came at a great cost. Dan knew what he had to do. He did not resort to magic or retaliation. Instead, he stood in his power, calling upon his ancestors and the divine for guidance. He surrounded himself with light, visualizing a shield of protection that no dark force could penetrate. He also began to speak his truth, exposing the witches' actions to those who would listen. Slowly but surely, the townspeople began to see the witches for what they truly were: desperate, broken individuals who had traded their humanity for power. As the witches' spells continued to fail, their frustration grew. Michael, in his desperation, attempted a final, dangerous ritual to summon a greater demon. But the ritual backfired. The demon turned on the coven, consuming their energy and leaving them weakened and hollow. Michael, once a powerful witch, was reduced to a shadow of his former self. He realized too late that his reliance on dark magic had led to his downfall. Dan, on the other hand, continued to thrive. His energy grew stronger, and his healing abilities expanded. He used his gifts to help the townspeople, showing them that true power comes from within, not from spells or curses. He taught them that the divine rewards patience, faith, and integrity, and that magic, whether light or dark, is a crutch that distracts from one's true purpose. The message. Dan's story carries a powerful message. Earth angels and light workers, do not revert to magic, for it is the tool of the desperate and the lost. The witches and warlocks in Dan's town turned to dark magic because they had lost faith in the natural flow of divine blessings. They sought to control their destiny through manipulation and force, but in doing so, they lost their connection to the divine and their own humanity. Earth angels and light workers are called to stand in their power, to trust in the protection of their ancestors and the divine. They are reminded that their energy is sacred and that they do not need to resort to spells, rituals, or manipulation to achieve their goals. True power comes from alignment with the divine, from living in integrity, and from using one's gifts to uplift others. The witches and warlocks in this story represent those who have strayed from the light, who have chosen the quick and easy path of magic over the slow and steady path of faith. Their downfall serves as a warning. Magic, no matter how powerful it may seem, is a temporary fix that comes at a great cost. It is a tool of the demonic, a way to bypass the natural order and impose one's will on the world. But in the end, it only leads to emptiness and destruction. For earth angels and light workers, the message is clear. Stand in your power. Trust in the divine, and know that your energy is enough. You do not need to fight fire with fire, for you carry the light that dispels all darkness. Let the witches and warlocks play their games. Their time is running out. Your ancestors and the divine are with you, and no dark force can stand against the power of your light.